This is going to show how to do first break picking on some somewhat difficult data. They're not trivial, but they are pickable for the most part automatically or semi-automatically. So the first thing I'm going to do is, as you see, I already have some picks here, but I'm going to, we'll get rid of those in a bit, and we'll just show how this process works. So first I'm going to apply linear move out trend, and I've already done this previously just to save some time, but to just kind of show you, I'm going to bounce around here and I'm going to apply some linear move out, and I'll lock the axis here, so minus 100 to 300, and push enter. And you can see that my trend is moving along my first breaks pretty well here. Elevation statics don't help me any, really. They move things around a little bit. You know, it's not bad, but right about in there is not so bad. Go back to my map. I'll just click on a few places here. You can see the move out is changing. Here's a pretty drastic change there. And then down here. So by the time you get into here and you click around, let's see here. Anyway, you can see that I'm pretty much where I'm supposed to be. So I'm going to apply changes, or pretty much use them as is, and well, like that. And now I can, over here, I can apply LMO trend, and change my window to be minus 200 to 200. And I'm close to zero. Fairly close to zero. Not great, but let's look around. Certainly within my offset range that I want to use. So well, I'll just leave it like this. Now let's have a look at the picking. So I'm going to add a picker to my thing here. First break picking, threshold auto picker. I'm going to slide this, and you can see the green picks move up underneath my red picks. And do I have limits? No, I don't have any limits applied yet. You can see I have a few. There's a mispick here. I don't know if you can see it very well. And there's another one here. So I'm going to apply the limit here, and I'm going to say, let's say 100. So now those picks that were up here are now closer, and some of them are probably out of my window, but now now they're somewhat closer. Now let's bounce around the survey and see how I'm doing. Some places I do really well, other places are going to have more problems, but we'll let the solution tell us how well they're doing. So at this point, I'm going to say that looks good enough. I'm going to, sometimes this minimum trace, minimize the deviations, it tries to do a multi-channel move where it looks around it and tries to come up with some picks that are better than just the random picks or the trace by trace picks. So it's kind of like a multi-channel mode. It's not real heavy-handed though. We don't want to go overboard with it. And so now we're going to tell it to run the whole solution. So under the threshold auto picker here, under main, you can say start batch picker, and pretty much it'll pick all the green picks. And again, I would adjust these a little bit more. And unfortunately, we can't. One of the things we're planning is spatially varying this threshold parameter for this threshold picker, but right now we don't have that. So anyway, at some point we're going to have we get our picks that way, and then we can look at those picks in the common offset plane. So in the common offset plane, let's see here, I'm going to use this one here, and I'll click here, and then if I look in the, so these are pretty much unedited, and let me go up here, and I'm going to apply, well, as you can see, it's trying to apply two different things here. Let me get rid of that, let me get rid of that, and let me apply the LMO trend. And of course we're a little heavy on the traces here, so I'm just going to zoom in on a few places here, and we can see what we have actually picked. So you can see it's doing pretty well. Some places here where, you know, it's kind of questionable what you would pick or what I would pick. Even here though, where these two shots that are down here, it's hard to say whether they were bad or not. As you can see, they have a little weak in the first little weak above them there, the event. These here probably ought to be picked here, not sure. But anyway, for the most part, it's not a bad start. And so I would do a delay time solution and a Tomo solution, which I've already done on these. Let me just show you real quickly. I'll remove this guy and then add the Tomo solution. And as you can see, it's not doing such a bad job. Flat is 0 is perfect. This is just the first shot at it. I'm actually running around 0. And now let me turn this off and I'll apply the delay time solution. And again, flat is perfect. We're not perfect. Here you can see that there was some, the event got kind of strange right in here, but the program picked on a wrong leg. Here's another interesting area over here. But here it's, you know, it's fairly easy to clean these guys up, especially after you've applied a solution. So, anyway, let me know if this helps you, Steve. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.